young people so they can recognize the fact that they are great. Talking with them and having numerous conversations, I had kind of gotten engulfed in a lot of the things that he said. He said that you guys are always a 10, but you might be acting like a 3. Today you might be acting like a 5, but you are a 10. Please give him a round of applause, Mr. Jeffrey.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. McAllister. All right. I was thinking about what I was going to say today, and I had like this script that I was going to do, but I think scripts are fake. So, I'm going to shoot from the hip if that's okay with you. My name is Mr. Wheeler, Jeff Wheeler, Master Wheeler, Dr. Wheeler, Reverend Wheeler, Dad, Uncle, Honey, Boo, depending on where you are. I worked for the Flint Police Department for 23 years. In that 23 years, I had the opportunity to work in the juvenile division. Some of you all who went to Flint schools know the police officers in the schools. Some of y'all love them, some of y'all hate them, but I understand that. I had an opportunity to work at Northern and Central and Southwestern, and over the 18 years that I was in the school, I had the unpleasant task of arresting 1,500. I decided very early that we needed to do something different. This ain't working. Locking everybody down is not the answer to the problems that we're having. So what I did, I began to write. And I began to write and write and write about my experiences as a police officer, as a father, as a minister, working in the community. I began to write. And those pages end up turning into a book called Where is Adam? Understanding a Father. I think where you come from and the things that you were exposed to in your home, in your family, in your hood, wherever you come from, they have a defining factor on who you turn out to be, or they can. Clinical psychologists tell us this: if you come from the hood, you're going to be hood, basically. They tell us that if your papa was a Rolling Stone, or if your mother was a drug addict or alcoholic, those are the things that you're going to do. This is what they tell us. Whether you subscribe to that or believe that is up to you. I believe, this is what I believe. I believe life is about choices. But I also understand that choices can be very difficult to make. I understand that too. Because we all come from different stuff, right? Everybody wasn't born with a mother and a father and a white picket fence and a poodle in the yard. Everyone comes from different stuff. Now, these choices that we make are going to determine the rest of our lives. Most young people, 14, 15, 16, the only thing that most young people, I have a daughter the same age, so I can say this. Who's texting me what's next? That's the only thing you're really concerned about. Who's wearing what? Who's going with who? Where's the next party at? Who got the fight? Anybody videotape the last fight? Those are the things that consume your mind. But those are not the things that are going to help you move into your future. I have started a program called Suited for Success, and as Mr. McAllister mentioned, I see you as a 10. Even though we oftentimes don't act like 10s. But that's okay, it's a part of life's journey. I'm not a 10. But I'm striving. You will go on to do great things and greater things and more. If you start today. If you start today. Suited for Success is a program that I created to try to get into your heads, to get you to think about what you will be and about who you are today. Because you can't move past who you think you are. So today we're going to talk about, very briefly, dreams. This is what I found. Many people don't even have dreams. And the dreams that they have are so unrealistic that it kind of befuddles me sometimes. It's like, what do you want to be? I venture to say that if I pass the mic around and I ask someone, what do you want to be? Most of you all will stutter and not give me an immediate answer. Not all of you, but some of you. You have to know what you want. You can't accomplish anything unless you know that it exists. Get it? See. You have to know that if you want to be a professional athlete, you have to know everything it takes to become one, not just say it. This is what I teach my children at home. Dream big. If you're going to dream, dream big, but understand dreams are cheap. Dreams don't cost you nothing. I want to be, I want to be, I want to be. I want to be an astronaut, but you got to first be able to spell it, right? Right? You want to be an astronaut, you want to be a beautician, you want to be a whatever you want to be. First you have to be able to dream it and imagine it, and then you have to start taking steps towards it. Most people have an obscured or this is my PhD word, messed up view of what success is. Success is not necessarily driving a Bentley, if you know how much a Bentley costs. Success is getting into a Caprice and going to work every day. Success is paying your light bill on time. Success is staying out of the penitentiary. Success is taking care of your family, not running off when things get tough. Success is handling your business. Success is not skipping when Boo and Shaniqua and Johnny and Cindy say we leave in class today. Success is moving that C to a B, that B to an A. That's success too. We can talk about the Bentleys and stuff later. First, let's just get out of 9th grade. How about that? First, let's just make it to the 10th grade. First, let's just try to make it through high school before we're talking about buying a $500,000 house. It takes strength and courage to say no when everybody else says yes. It takes courage and it takes strength to stand up when everybody else is sitting down. It takes courage and it takes strength to sit down when everybody else is standing up. I learned that there are basically three kinds of people. People who are strong, people who are weak, and people who are strong but choose to show weakness. There's a saying that a man who chased 2 rabbits will starve to death. A person who chased 2 rabbits will starve to death. In other words, if you try to chase 2 things at one time, they're both going to get away. You have to stay focused. You have to stay focused. This is the hardest focus time of your life. 14, 15, 16 years old. It's very difficult because you have a lot of distractions. But you're not the only ones who have distractions in your lives. You have to stay focused if you want to accomplish your goals. If you want to be successful. If you want to acquire your dreams. If you are not focused, you will not acquire the things that you say you want to have. Accountability. You are accountable. Accountability basically means responsible. You are accountable for what you do or what you don't do. That D that you got on your report card that you say your teacher gave you, the teacher didn't give you a D, you earned it. You are accountable. The party that you decided you were going to go to instead of studying in that trouble area of school for you, in your class, and you make a decision to do something other than doing what you're supposed to do, you are accountable. Whatever is in your head, whatever your dream, whatever your goal is, you can do it. But you have to have a yes I can attitude. Everybody say yes I can. Yes, I can. You have to have that kind of attitude. So when the next negative thing or negative peer pressure situation come up, the first thing you're going to say in your mind is, hard is not what? Impossible. And yes I can. Success and goals. Success seems to be largely a matter of hanging on when everybody else has let go. And remember, we talked about varying levels of success. Don't get caught up in the videos and all that foolish hype. Success is not gold teeth, not 22-inch spinners, or the latest jeans. I'm sorry. That's not success. Success is handling your business and being proud of your accomplishments. Success is knowing that you did the best you could on that test. Success is knowing that you will reach your goals if you don't give up. That's success too, and you haven't even reached it. If you got stinking thinking, nothing can help you until you fix your thinking. Nothing your teachers tell you will stick because you got stinking thinking. Your mind is on things that it shouldn't be. There's a time and a place for everything. But when you're in this campus, and you are fortunate to be here. You are fortunate to be in this environment. You have no idea. Maybe some of you do. Maybe some of you understand the great opportunity that exists here. The fact that you can graduate with 15 credit hours towards college or even a college degree, you need to understand the opportunity that you're standing in the midst of. And take advantage of the opportunity. Because a person with stinking thinking will walk right past their dream and not even know it. Walk right past it. Because your mind is in the wrong place. I'm a tough talker. Get over it. Find some help. Talk to somebody. But you got to get over it. You're not the only one living with your granny. You're not. You're not the only one whose daddy's in prison. I'm sorry, but you're not. You're not the only one whose mama act like she don't care. You're not. You're not the only one. If I told you what my life was growing up, you wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe the things that I had to go through in my life. But those things that I went through, and I did go do just that, I went through them. They have caused me to be the man that I am today. So you take your negative situations, your negative circumstances, and you turn it into a positive. Focus. You got to have focus. Focus, focus, focus. Focus, focus, focus. Most of us spend too much time looking in the rearview mirror of life. Look forward is the point. Every once in a while, I have to be honest, every good driver does this. We will adjust our rearview mirror, but that's not where we stay. In other words, adjust your past, move forward to your future. Don't stay stuck on it. Move forward. It happened, you survived. Move forward. Accountability is the measure of a leader's height. Accountability. My philosophy is that not only are you responsible for your life, but doing the best at this moment puts you in the best place for the next moment. That's what Oprah Winfrey said. You have to be responsible. Doing the best thing in this moment puts you in the best place for the next moment. That goes back to what I mentioned earlier about one bad decision, 1 second, can be a lifetime of calamity for you. You have to make the best decisions. There are some times that you will experience failure, but don't panic. Don't panic when you fail. Don't panic when things don't go the way you think they should go. Don't give up. I use this example. Anybody play baseball? Anthony Gwynn, the San Diego Padres, was one of the best hitters that ever played this game. He hit the ball 3.6 times. Now imagine you made it to the pros. I finally made it. Mama, I made it. You up to the plate. The pitcher's getting ready to pitch. You do your thing. No, I speculate. What is it? You do your thing. Strike! Oh, I give up, I quit. That's the first pitch, man. You don't give up because you don't hit the ball out the park the first time. You don't give up because, see, I studied all night and I still only got a C. Keep studying, keep trying. Most of the trouble that you find yourself in is a result of the decisions that you have made, bad ones, and your attitude. But if we have the right attitude, those struggles, those problems, those obstacles can lead us to doing what we need to do. So you learn from it. So if you haven't taken anything away from what I've shared with you today, what I've said to my kids at Double Dragon, hard is not what? Impossible. Hard is not what? Impossible.